Welcome everybody to the Latin Nerds Network. My name is Jose and this is my review for Heretic, the newest movie from A24. A24, I love A24 Studios. Listen, they don't always hit, but I like they take big swings and they do things that are unusual, different, original type stories. Nothing that's really designed for the casual movie going fan, right? It's very artistic at times and unusual. A lot of critics do like that. I like this kind of film. Like I said, I'll say about half the time they're really good, half the time they're too strange for its own good. But sometimes they hit big, like Everything Everywhere All at Once came out a couple years ago, which won the Oscar for Best Picture. This one here is almost like a suspense, not really horror thriller. Not really, not much horror. Right? It's kind of builds a horror movie, but it's not. But it's more of a suspenseful thriller kind of thing. With the main topics revolving about religion, right? Which kind of makes people like, I don't know, I want to see something like that. I get it. This one here starring Hugh Grant, who's great in this film. I love Hugh Grant. Lately, he's been really good. He's really good in this. Very creepy. You can tell he's like having fun with the role. He's very good in this. But he plays a man, an older man who is visited by these two young girls, very religiously driven women who are out there, preaching the word and trying to convert you. And I think Mormons or something, whatever. And they go to his house because he has requested information about what they are to get to know it better, and at least that's what they believe. But he invites him in the house under false pretenses, and then they quickly realize that he's not exactly what he says or he is, and he is kind of a man who is well versed in religion and puts these girls to a certain test to test their religions, test their faith, and kind of show them what their one true religion is. And again, use the word religion a lot, and it is what it is. Get this movie, it's really a lot of the themes, a lot of the rhetoric that Hugh Grant goes on to these girls who stand firmly by their faith. He puts that to question because he's kind of going off about the history of religion and where it comes from and all these other religions, what they have in common, what they derive from, etc., and what it all really means. And as he's teaching them, he kind of, if you've seen some of the trailers, kind of induces them to go into a couple of doors, one of a believer and a disbeliever. Lead them to believe that they choose the right path is going to lead them to safety. Because right now they're trapped in the house, they have nowhere to go, right? So they almost have no choice but to kind of play along to, dance to his tune, if you will. So it's a very interesting premise. I like it, and I really enjoyed the movie. And it's not great, but I thought it was again something unique and different. The whole religious part, nothing comes off really preachy. He's not preaching to him and say religion is bad, religion is good. He's just kind of showing him different aspects and perspective on religion and what it all means, right? And hopefully they can understand where he's coming from until he reveals what his quote unquote master plan will be. And I found that fascinating. And these girls who are just trying to figure out how the hell they get out of there, they get into situations, a lot of creepy moments, a little couple of jump scares here and there. But again, the movie is not really a horror film, and they kind of get really deep into the weeds as far as what his plan is in this kind of underground dungeon or whatever the case he has underneath his house. So listen, I thought it was really well made. I like the concepts of that he talks about the religion. It makes sense. It's very a thought-provoking film. If you're a die-hard religious individual, you maybe even take offense to what's going on because people who faith don't like it to be questioned at times. And you see a lot of different religions and they're kind of at odds, or one's right, one's wrong, and and some people like that, and that's fine, and I get it. I can respect that. And there's nothing wrong with religion. I'm not a religious person myself, but I do respect it. I understand why people rely on it, have faith, and have their lives shaped by it. No doubt, it's just not for me. But that being said, I was really interested in a lot of stuff that he was saying and talking about, and kind of really engaged as far as like, okay, where is this going and all that. So there were a few moments where things didn't quite add up, and why would some of these girls go along with some of the stuff that he was doing. But whatever, that's more nitpicking. But ultimately, I thought it was a very interesting film. I liked the idea of it. I liked this presentation, what they were trying to say. The end didn't quite hit home as much as I would like, and I get what they were trying to do. But again, it's a very thought-provoking film about it. I think we're more enjoyed by those who are on the fence about religion, or respect it, but maybe not follow it intently. That said, is what I recommend. Is I'm not saying go out to the theaters and watch it. Probably not. It's a small film, and I get it. It's A24. This is what they do. But if you like some of the price stuff, if you think this looks interesting, again, there's good suspense and Hugh Grant's really good. I think it's one you can definitely catch at home at some point on streaming or whatever, VOD, etc., etc. At some point, I think you might have enjoyment, particularly, again, if you're a fan of something unique and different. Again, not a scary film. This is not a horror film. Don't get it twisted, right? It's just a suspense film at best. Not a bad thing. Just, again, if that's what you're looking for, something else that the trailers kind of make this film appear to be, look elsewhere. But if you want something enjoyable, something unique, this may be for you. So I'll recommend it for sure, but more of a home than a theater experience to be out. This is not where you have to run to the theaters and watch it for obvious reasons. But that said, Heretic, if you guys do watch it, comment below, let me know what you guys thought. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe below and feed money to go to the movies and talk about it afterwards. See you guys next time.